For years, the prevailing narrative surrounding the Saitama Seibu Lions was one of tragedy. Elite pitching constantly drowned by an abysmal offense, a cycle of betrayal epitomized by their league-worst 391 runs scored and a devastatingly low .232 team batting average. But what if I told you that the Lions' 6 new reinforcements, a collection the media dismissively labeled as role players and reclamation projects, were not actually meant to solve the offense problem in isolation, but instead were acquired to fundamentally change the nature of their losses and stabilize the club against an impending rotational catastrophe?
Welcome back to 6-1 Daily News, where we dive deep into the hidden mechanics of NPB roster construction. Today, we peel back the layers on these 6 acquisitions, revealing why this isn't just a simple reload, but a seismic shift designed to withstand the inevitable postseason exodus of their pitching core. The urgency for Seibu was immediate. The potential loss of 2 aces, Tatsuya Imai and Kona Takahashi, to the posting system demanded stability, not flash.
Enter the subtle master, Windance, a pitcher whose career path was defined by incremental growth, not dominating velocity. Winance's fastball barely touches the low 140s km/h, a pedestrian speed by MLB standards, but his value lies in the art of pitch sequencing and command, a skill that culminated in a dominant AAA season where he went 12-1 with a sub-2.0 ERA. This is not a man who overpowers. This is a man who dismantles, utilizing his changeup, sweeper, and sinker to generate weak ground balls. He's not a strikeout machine that breaks records, but he is the definition of an innings eater who forces the defense to work, notes one scouting director. That ability to manage a game, limit walks, and keep the burden off the bullpen is exactly what Seibu's relief corps, a unit operating at razor-thin margins, desperately needs. His willingness, even eagerness, to leave a major league organization to guarantee a starting role in Japan speaks volumes about his commitment, indicating he views this not as an adjustment assignment, but as a career centerpiece. Moving to the field, the need for surgical precision in defense was paramount, especially in the middle infield, where the Lions have struggled to stabilize since the departure of their Golden Age players. Ishii Kazuki, plucked from the fighters, embodies this calculated conservatism. Many critics argued that acquiring Ishii, who is not a power hitter, does nothing to solve the team's abysmal run production, but they entirely miss the point. Ishii's value is measured in time saved, not runs driven in. In 2025, he played 102 games at second base, finishing with clear positive defensive metrics, a stark contrast to the costly errors that plagued the position recently. Ishii buys us 2 crucial years, stated one anonymous coach. We have high-ceiling prospects like Taiyo Sato and Saito waiting, but you cannot rush internal talent into a defensive sinkhole. Ishii provides the foundational certainty, ensuring that the young guys grow under competition, not panic. This move, a C-rank acquisition requiring no compensation, perfectly mitigates risk while dramatically raising the floor of the infield defense. The outfield, too, required a complete philosophical overhaul, starting with a player who understands the mental pressure of winning, Shinya Kuwabara. Kuwabara is often pigeonholed as a late-career defensive specialist, but that description ignores his ability to perform when the lights are brightest. His 2024 Japan Series MVP performance, dominating the biggest stage, proved his mental fortitude is priceless. For a young Lions team lacking collective experience in high-stakes environments, having Kuwabara batting high in the order, likely number 2, provides a necessary anchor. He is not being asked to be a star, he is being asked to be the benchmark. His deployment in left field maximizes his defensive intelligence and strong throwing arm, creating a formidable unit alongside the rapidly developing Kawano in center, enhancing coverage and communication. Furthermore, his hitting profile, capable of driving the ball hard early in the count, yet flexible enough to execute sacrifice bunts or ground balls to the right side, is the situational intelligence Seibu has lacked for years. Now, for the true power infusion, Seibu targeted players defined by potential game-changing offense, Canario and Lin Ziwei. Canario, the 25-year-old former Giants prospect, is pure, unadulterated raw force.
The data is staggering. His average bat speed is documented as being in the top echelon of all professional baseball, even clocking higher than some recorded swings by Shohei Ohtani. He is the answer to Seibu's desperate search for destruction at the plate. Yes, the counter-argument is valid. His high strikeout rate and low contact percentage mean he's a risk.
He's a feast-or-famine player, absolutely, concedes an international scout. But one swing from Canario changes a 3-day losing streak. Seibu needs that terrifying element that opponents must game plan around, something they haven't had since the peak of Takeya Nakamura. However, the real central pillar of the offensive reset is Lin Ziwei.
His story is one of ultimate adaptability, transitioning from a promising college pitcher to an absolute phenomenon in the CPBL, achieving the rare feat of winning Rookie of the Year, Home Run King, and RBI King simultaneously in 2020. Lin's appeal isn't just his power, it's the evolution of his approach. By 2025, he had drastically improved his discipline, posting an OPS over 1.
While significantly reducing his strikeout rate, demonstrating a mastery over the league's top pitching, including fastballs exceeding 150 kilometers per hour. His swing is one of the most repeatable in Asian baseball, emphasized his former CPBL hitting coach. The path to the ball is clean and straight, which gives him the immediate ability to handle NPB fastballs and breaking pitches. Lin represents a foundational, medium-term investment, the type of mature slugger who can anchor the middle of the order while serving as a crucial role model for the younger core. Finally, we arrive at the strategic wildcard, acquired through the active draft, Shota Chano. Chano, a former Ikuse star who burst onto the scene with an NPB first opening day start for an Ikuse rookie, only to suffer a painful 3-year regression under the intense pressure of a crowded Oryx outfield. His value to Seibu, however, is clear: speed and disruption. The Lions' 69.2% stolen base success rate was well below the league average of 75.2%, suggesting a lack of aggressive competence on the base paths. Chano's 50-meter sprint time of 5.9 seconds and his relentless head-first approach to base running fundamentally aligns with the aggressive mindset Seibu desperately needs to manufacture runs without relying solely on home runs. While skeptics point to his recent struggles, we must remember he is still young and has already proven he can perform at the Ichigun level. The current draft was not just about plugging holes, it was the mechanism designed to make these veteran and foreign signings truly impactful. The stunning climax of Seibu's offseason strategy is realizing that these 6 players were acquired not only for their individual merits, but to create a secure environment for their high-ceiling draft picks. First-round pick Kojima and third-round pick Akiyama represent the future, but they cannot succeed if they are forced into immediate high-pressure roles. Ishii, Kuwabara, Canario, and Lin are the shield. They bought time for Kojima to refine his defense and for Akiyama to handle the adjustment to NPB pitching. This entire 6-player infusion, coupled with a highly strategic draft that addressed the catcher and left-handed hitting shortages, is Seibu securing their future by stabilizing their immediate present against the inevitable departures. This is not a quick fix. This is a long-term architectural redesign, a gamble that says these role players are the key components to a dynasty yet to be built. But the question remains, which of these 6 new additions, Wananse's stability, Ishii's certainty, Kuwabara's wisdom, Canario's thunder, Lin's consistency, or Chano's speed, will ultimately make the biggest difference in turning around the Lions' fortunes in the competitive Pacific League? Let us know your predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 601 Daily News for the deepest analysis in NPB baseball.